7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this you crazy mother.
Okay, let's get started. I started off using my Lorac Pro primer. Just putting that on my eyes, creating a nice base. I then went in with my Lorac Pro 2 palette. And went in with the shade Buff, I believe it's called. It's like an off-white type shade. And just put that all over my eyelid for an even base to make the blending process a little easier. Going back to the Lorac Pro 2 palette, I am taking the color light brown for the crease, and I'm using just a super fluffy brush for that. Focusing it in the outer corner, winging it out a little bit, and just blending until my hand falls off. I then took the color Nectar from the same palette and just put that on the very top of where the brown stopped, just to blend it out even more and give it that soft look and to add a little rosiness to it. I then took my Stila eyeshadow in Kitten, and I use this for the inner corner. This is my all-time favorite for using in the inner corner. It is so pigmented and so sparkly and so pretty. Also, I sprayed my brush with some water. You can use water, you can use Fix Plus, anything like that, just to make the shadow even more pigmented than it already is. Yeah. I'm just thinking about this now, but you could probably totally use this as a highlight and it would be bomb. First, I grabbed my Lorac Pro palette, the first one. I took Mauve. Am I saying that right? Sure. It's kind of like the color Nectar we used earlier in the crease, but darker. And I just placed that in the middle of my eyelid. And then I went back with that fluffy brush I used earlier, just to really ensure that everything was blended out. And then I went back in with Kitten on the inner corners because I kind of felt like I lost it when I was blending. For the brow bone, I went in with the shade White in the Lorac Pro palette. I wanted to keep it a matte color because of the shimmer in the inner corner. I wanted that to really stand out and be the focal point. So I went in with a matte color, which I already said. For the lower lash line, I went in with, what's it called? I went in with Underhand from the Vice 4 palette, the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. It was a little more intense than I thought it was going to be, but that is why we blend and blend and blend. Blending is an art. Blending is my arm workouts. I then took my Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet Glide On Eye Pencil in, I don't know the name of it, black velvet. And then another pencil from Rimmel, it's just a purple eyeliner, and I put the purple liner in my waterline, and then I smudged it out with a little smudger on the other side. There's the face. God, I love that face. And then I took black velvet and put it, just tight lined my upper waterline, and looked absolutely insane while doing it. For mascara, I'm using Tarte's Lights Camera Flashes. Oh, and there's the Shrek face. You know, the Shrek face. Mascara really just like puts everything together, like, you know, just makes you feel yourself. For contouring and highlighting, I'm going to be using the NYX contour palette. It is my all-time favorite. If you're a pale ass bitch like myself, all the bronzers are pretty cool toned, which is good. So you don't get like that oranginess when you use it. And yeah. And for highlight, I'm using the lightest one, also awesome for being pale. But I'm definitely gonna try using Kitten for a highlight. I feel like that'd be really pretty. I love highlight so much. Definitely the best thing. So for freckles, I use NYX Tame and Frame in blonde, and then I use a small brush like so. This is, I believe, Real Techniques. It's like a silicone type thing. You can use a brown cream paint, a brown creamy eyeliner, anything like that. I wouldn't recommend using eyeshadow because it's just gonna come right off. And then you just put dots on your face. You know, just go for it. Just put them wherever you want them. And then you want to kind of tap them to blend them in. I find that the farther apart they are, the less natural and real they look. So you want to kind of keep them close together, but you also want to keep it random. You know, vary the shapes and the sizes. Well, I guess not really the shape, but definitely the sizing. And when you're satisfied with it, you want to set it with a powder. Make sure when you set it, you do more of a tapping motion than like a sweeping motion, so you don't just sweep what you just did off. And then go in with a beauty blender to blend them in even more. And for lipstick, I just went in with Tarte's Angelic Nude. This was my first time using this, and I absolutely love it. It's like a very pinky nude, and it's very creamy, and I love it. Usually don't like nudes on myself, but just feeling myself in this one, you know?